Hello, my crafty friends. I finally got some crafting time and made a few cards, and so I thought I would share them now. So the first card I have, I'm going to show you guys what I used first, and then I'll show you the card. There's one thing that I don't have with me, and it's the Jelly Bean Soup little shaker elements. And I don't have, that's on the other side of the room, and I don't want to go over there and get it because I'm lazy today. Anyway, so the first stamp set I used is this Jelly Bean Soup Butterflies. And I use She Leaves a Sparkle Wherever She Goes. And then the second one I use is also Jelly Bean Soup, and it's Handwritten Sentiments. And I use this one, Friends Make the World a Better Place. And then the die that I used is the Mama Elephant Basic Creative Cuts, and I use the scale up here. And then I just used a Spellbinder Standard Circle. So here's my card. This is some Magnolia paper that I've had for quite a while. It was just a 6x6. I decided to pull a piece out and try to use it. This was one of the most difficult cards I've ever made. The little Greening Farm image, I didn't show that because I don't have that stamp anymore. And I do believe that this image was gifted to me when I first started coloring. So anyway, and then I just punched out some little butterflies, and I put some stickles around the edge because the die was just a little bit bigger than the shaker bits. And then I have some sequins, some seed beads. My butterflies actually got stuck up in the corner there. I was very disappointed about that, but you know, she's got butterflies behind her. And it's very sparkly. This is an old image that I colored. I colored this a long time ago. In fact, I think it's you know, like in the early days of my coloring. So I can see that my coloring has improved. And then that's just the inside. And then this is some Miss Sparkle wood grain paper that I picked up a couple of weeks ago at Joann's. And then just a sentiment, and gotta sign it. So that's the first card. The second card is stinking cute, and it was just, I still had some bits and pieces left over, so I decided to go ahead and make it, use what I had sitting out. So the die that I used is the Lawn Fawn Scalloped Rectangle Stackables. The stamp set I used is Whimsy Stamps Handmade from Me. And I used the Happy Mail, Time for Big Smiles. And I also used Little Inker Stitched Matte Circles. So that's that one. And I also used this die that I got from Jamie with my last order. And I'll be sharing that video next. I used the large scalloped, stitched scalloped. I don't know who it's by, but it's really cool. And I used another Jelly Bean Soup shaker element. And so here's my card. I love this one. This was a scrap of paper that I had in my bin. I have a bin that just has lots of scraps of paper. And so I just layered it up, and I used some pretty pink posh flower sequins and some other little sequins, some seed beads. Just did a little bit of shaker bits in there because I wanted the image to still show. And so I added some fun colors. And there's a sentiment. And punched out some little hearts that I had from a little punch out of the scraps from this piece right here. And then there's a piece of Magnolia paper again. And this is also from that Whimsy stamp set. So this super stinking cute. Oh, and the image is a Lily of the Valley. They're the preprints. And I still have a couple left. And I'm just trying to use them up. And then just another piece of Magnolia paper on the back. So that's my second card. Now my last card uses a lot of stuff. And this is my favorite card, even though it's got a hysterically funny boo-boo in it. And I'll show you guys that in a second. Okay, so the paper pad I used is Echo Park by Lori Whitlock. It's the story of our family. And I also used a tiny piece of the Lawn Fawn Perfectly Plaid Christmas. I needed that green. And then I used my MFT Clouds and a piece of vellum. I used my Lawn Fawn Meadow Borders. And you can see there's a piece of paper that's left over from this project. I used, again, this is my most used die, I swear, the Avery Elle Wonky Stitches. I love this thing, man. I'm telling you, I love this thing. I need to get the circles. And then I used a stamp set that I've had for a while but have not used. And it was fun to use this. This is the MFT Lucky Dog. Okay, so now onto my card, and then you guys will get a big laugh. So here's my card. It says, "Woofing you a happy birthday." And I did, this is just 2 different greens paper, 2 different green papers, just regular Recollections cardstock. And I inked over them with some distress ink and then added some water to give it some texture. Colored up my little tennis balls. I love the wood grain in the back. The little dog is made to look like a boxer, which my kids have. And anyway, you guys are going to see the boo-boo now, because instead of doing a card that opens this way, I did the card that opens this way. And my dog is upside down. Dum da dum dum dum. But I left it. You know, I left it because when my son opens this, he will laugh his butt off. And then there's my little clouds out of vellum, and this is just another scrap of piece of paper, and that's just a little stamp from the stamp set from the Lucky Dog. So even though it's super stinky cute, you know, and I probably could have put some paper, you know, tried to lift it up and put some paper this way, and, you know, you know, and opened it this way. I probably could have fixed it, but it just cracks me up. Even my husband was laughing at me. He's like, "Oh, you were thinking." I just automatically make cards that open this way. It's just 9 times out of 10, that's what I do. If I make a card that opens the other way, it's usually a pre-made card. Don't ask me why, it's just how I work. So I just think that's so funny. It's so stupid, it's funny, right? And I hate stupid stuff. But anyway, guys, that is my card share with my 3 cards. And I hope that you guys got a big giggle like I did. And, you know, you guys are having some fun, and you're able to get some creating time in. And I will see you guys with a haul video soon. Talk to you later. Make a happy memory. Bye.